And as the cost of living stays stubbornly high, we look at the rise in people saving by switching to own brands.
Good morning. More than half of all grocery goods sold in the UK are now own labels for the first time. I'll find out if we've fallen out of love with the big brands.
Now then, there has been another rise in the number of shoppers choosing supermarket own brand products.
Yeah, Peter's here looking at the numbers, and Peter, I guess because they're cheaper mainly.
Cost is obviously a massive part of this. There's also the growth of the discount supermarkets, isn't there? Those brand names we see on the high street, and those discounters, the vast majority of the products they sell are these own labels as well, so that's part of this as well. Good morning, everyone. Own brand products, nothing new, of course, date back as far as the late 19th century when the original grocers began selling basic goods, bread and tea, under their own name. Fast forward to today, more shoppers than ever before are choosing them. In fact, new figures suggest own brand items now make up over half of all grocery purchases for the first time. Why? Well, as we were saying, unsurprisingly, cost is one reason. Rising inflation, higher food prices mean many households are switching. There's also much better choice these days, so supermarkets are offering premium own label options, allowing us to treat ourselves at a fraction of the cost. Social media also targeting younger, less brand loyal shoppers. So, has our love for the household brand name gone for good? Posh biscuit or own brand biscuit? What are you going for?
I'd probably go for the Tesco one.
The own brand one? How come?
It's cheaper. I can't tell the difference.
Are you own brand person or branded products?
Both.
Both.
I'd go own brand, but then I'd go probably posh.
How come?
I don't know. I don't know. Probably the price.
I'd go for the posh ones probably, but I'm sure the cheap ones are just as tasty. Yeah.
Depends who's coming round.
Yeah, it does. The posh ones, yeah.
When I have McVitie's digestives, that's all.
Even though they're so much more expensive?
Yes.
How come?
I just like the taste. I've tried the others and I don't like the taste.
Cheap version.
All day?
All day, yeah, you know, because I like Maltese, yeah.
How come, what about beans? Cheap?
Beans? Do you know, with Heinz, they're all the same. Tesco beans are exactly the same as Heinz, yeah. It's just in a different tin.
You reckon you wouldn't be able to tell the difference?
No, I can't tell the difference, I'm a chef.
So you'd go cheap?
Yeah, I'd go cheap, yeah.
Most probably branded, yeah.
How come?
Just because you know what you're getting, really, yeah.
We'll go for own branding certain products because it's cheaper and I've got 3 kids, so it's more cost effective for the 3 kids as well. But then there's certain things I won't budge on.
Now, to compete with the own labels, some of the big name brands have been cutting their prices. In fact, just over a third of the branded sales in the past year were products sold under some form of promotion or offer.
I think one of the things that I've certainly seen over the years is you rarely see the headline price of a brand come down, but what you do see is the depth of promotion. So when you see a brand on more promotion or the deeper discounts, then that's what you see the brands, that's how they'll try and combat that. So you might see a price then and it's 50% off. So those are the ways that any brand will try and combat losing volume.
Now, as always, I'd really love to hear from you on this one. Have you ditched the brands for the own labels? And if so, is it all down to price? Which brands are non-negotiable for you? You can get in touch in all the usual ways, details on the screen. And Sarah, John, I'm fascinated by which brands are non-negotiables. We heard it in that film there, beans, really big one. People quite often go for the branded names. Biscuits, fizzy drinks. I always remember that Peter Kay sketch about cheap pop. You remember that? Why do mums always buy cheap pop? You know, potentially fizzy drinks, we like to go for the branded names as well. Which ones are your non-negotiables? I'm really interested to hear from people.
And are a lot of these products, the supermarket own brands, are they made in the same factories?
This is the suspicion, isn't it? This is the suspicion.
Actually the same?
Is it actually exactly the same product, just with a slightly different label on? A lot of the brands would say absolutely not, but that is always the suspicion and feeling. And interestingly, this research suggests that AI and online platforms are pushing shoppers generally towards these own label products, partly for those reasons. So even if the truth isn't right, even if the products are different, that is certainly the perception these days.
And interesting, you were saying that younger shoppers are much less
loyal.
Brand names.
A lot less loyal.
Yeah, thank you, Peter. Fascinating, but interesting to see what people say.
I liked your chef there as well, who said he couldn't tell the difference.
Couldn't tell the difference, yeah. If he can't.
None of us can. Right.
Lots of you have been in touch with us on this one. S. Hughes, my husband insists on the branded brown sauce. I've tried decanting the own brand alternatives into the bottles. He can still tell the difference. And own brand caramel wafers are nicer than the famous brand and will not be popular in Glasgow. And I'm going to ask for your non-negotiables. Lots of you been in touch with this one. Leslie, tea bags. Amanda, washing up liquid. Jackie, tomatoes. AD, Sarah, Gary, quite a lot of you, coffee. Kate in Tiverton, John, Sarah, the email of the day. Worcestershire sauce cannot be substituted, in caps, by own brands. Never, never. So if anyone is cooking for Kate in Tiverton, that is a really important note, isn't it?
People are quite passionate about this subject.
Some brands
aren't
we
they?
will absolutely stick to, but as the stats suggest, clearly more of us are going, you know what, actually, let's go for the own brand now.
Is that from somebody in Worcestershire?
Tiverton.
Oh, Tiverton. OK. Maybe they've travelled.
Travels.
I'd agree on the tea bag front. I have to take my brand of tea bags wherever I travel.
I think we need to do a blind test of biscuits, don't you?
And tea with Sarah. And tea with Sarah,
And
clearly.
Tea and biscuits.
Peter, thank you very much indeed. And thank you for all your comments so far. Keep them coming.